The Dream Weaver. In the heart of a small village nestled in the mountains, there lived a young girl named Lily. She was known throughout the village for her kind heart and gentle spirit. Her days were spent tending to the flowers in her garden, playing with her little brother, and helping her mother with household chores. Despite her happy life, Lily had a secret that she kept hidden from everyone in the village. Every night, when the moon rose high in the sky, Lily would slip away from her bed and venture out into the forest. The forest was a magical place, filled with towering trees and shimmering streams. Lily had always been drawn to its beauty, but it wasn't the scenery that brought her there each night. Instead, she had discovered a hidden grove deep in the forest, where a mysterious figure awaited her. The figure was known as the Dream Weaver, a mystical being who had the power to weave dreams for those who sought them. Lily had stumbled upon the Dream Weaver by accident one night, and since then she had returned every night to request a dream. The Dream Weaver was a kind and gentle creature with long silver hair and bright blue eyes that sparkled in the moonlight. She would greet Lily with a warm smile and ask her what kind of dream she wished to have that night. Lily would often ask for dreams of adventure and wonder, where she could explore distant lands and meet magical creatures. The Dream Weaver would listen intently to her requests, and then she would close her eyes and begin to weave the dream. The Dream Weaver's weaving was unlike anything Lily had ever seen before. She would wave her hands through the air, and thin strands of light would stream from her fingertips, weaving together to form an intricate pattern. The pattern would glow and pulsate with light, and Lily could feel the magic of the dream coursing through her veins. Once the Dream Weaver had finished weaving, she would hand the dream over to Lily, who would then drift off into a deep and restful sleep. The dream would unfold before her, filled with colors and sounds that were more vivid than anything she had ever experienced before. Lily's dreams became the highlight of her nights, and she eagerly anticipated each new adventure the Dream Weaver would craft for her. But as the weeks went by, Lily noticed that something was changing within her. During the day, she found herself daydreaming more often, lost in thought as she tended to her garden or played with her little brother. Her mind would wander to the dreams she had experienced the night before, and she longed to return to those magical lands once again. Lily began to feel restless and unsatisfied with her everyday life. She longed for more excitement and adventure, and she wondered if the dreams were somehow affecting her in a way she didn't fully understand. One night, as she approached the Dream Weaver's grove, she found herself hesitating. She stood at the edge of the clearing, staring at the figure in front of her. The Dream Weaver looked up and smiled, beckoning her forward. Lily hesitated for a moment longer, and then she finally spoke. "Dream Weaver, I have a question for you." The Dream Weaver's smile faltered slightly, but she remained kind and patient. Lily took a deep breath and spoke her mind. "I love the dreams you weave for me, but I feel like they're starting to consume me. I find myself daydreaming all the time, and I'm not sure if it's healthy for me to be living in a dream world so often." The Dream Weaver listened carefully to Lily's concerns. She nodded thoughtfully and replied, "I understand your worries, my dear. Dreams can be a powerful force, and they have the ability to shape our perceptions of the world around us. But I assure you there is nothing wrong with indulging in a little bit of fantasy every now and then." Lily considered the Dream Weaver's words and felt a sense of comfort. She knew that the Dream Weaver had her best interests at heart, and that her dreams were created with care and intention. But Lily continued, "I don't want to become so consumed by my dreams that I forget to live in the real world. I want to find a balance between the two." The Dream Weaver smiled and placed a hand on Lily's shoulder. "Balance is key, my dear, and I think I have just the dream for you tonight." Lily watched as the Dream Weaver began to weave her dream. But this time, instead of creating a fantastical adventure, she wove a dream that was grounded in reality. In the dream, Lily found herself in her garden, tending to her flowers as she always did. But as she worked, she began to notice the small details of her surroundings. The way the sunlight filtered through the leaves of the trees, the feel of the soil between her fingers, the sound of birds chirping in the distance. The dream was simple, but it was also profound. Lily realized that she had been so caught up in her daydreams that she had forgotten to appreciate the beauty of the world around her. When she woke up the next morning, Lily felt a sense of clarity that she hadn't felt in weeks. She approached her day with a renewed sense of purpose and appreciation for the world around her. From that day forward, Lily continued to visit the Dream Weaver each night. But instead of seeking out fantastical adventures, she asked for dreams that would help her connect with the real world. Dreams of spending time with her family, of exploring new hobbies, of finding joy in the simple things. The Dreamweaver was always happy to oblige, and Lily found herself growing happier and more content with each passing day. As she drifted off to sleep each night, Lily knew that she had found the perfect balance between her dreams and reality, and she was grateful for the Dreamweaver's guidance and wisdom, which had helped her find her way back to the real world. As time passed, Lily's life became even more fulfilling. She discovered new hobbies and interests, and she spent more time with her family and friends. But even as she embraced the beauty of the real world, she never forgot the magic of the Dreamweaver's grove. She continued to visit the Dreamweaver each night, not to escape from reality, but to find inspiration and guidance. The Dreamweaver had become a trusted friend and mentor, and Lily cherished their nightly conversations. One night, as Lily approached the grove, she noticed that something was different. The Dreamweaver's hair was no longer silver, but instead had turned a soft shade of pink. Her eyes still sparkled with magic, but there was a sadness behind them. Lily approached the Dreamweaver with concern. "What's wrong?" she asked. The Dreamweaver looked at her with a sad smile. "I'm afraid my time here is coming to an end, my dear. My powers are waning, and soon I will no longer be able to weave dreams for those who seek them." Lily's heart sank at the thought of losing her beloved friend. "But what will become of the grove?" she asked. The Dreamweaver sighed. "I'm not sure, my dear. The grove is tied to my magic, and without it, I fear it will wither and fade away." Lily thought for a moment, and then she had an idea. "What if I could take on your role, just for a little while? I could weave dreams for those who seek them, and perhaps keep the grove alive in the process." The Dreamweaver's eyes lit up with hope. "Do you truly believe you have the power to do that, my dear?" Lily nodded determinedly. "I may not have your magic, but I have something just as powerful. I have a kind heart and a desire to help others. With those qualities, I believe I can make a difference." The Dreamweaver smiled, a tear sliding down her cheek. "I believe in you, my dear. You have grown so much since the first night we met. I am honored to have played a small part in your journey." With those words, the Dreamweaver's body began to glow with a soft light. She reached out and touched Lily's forehead, transferring a small portion of her magic to her. Lily gasped as she felt the magic surge through her. It was unlike anything she had ever experienced before. She felt a sense of power and responsibility, but also a deep sense of gratitude. As the light faded, the Dreamweaver smiled one last time and disappeared, leaving Lily alone in the grove. Lily took a deep breath and closed her eyes. She raised her hands and began to weave her first dream. It wasn't as intricate or as magical as the Dreamweaver's dreams, but it was filled with hope and possibility. As Lily drifted off to sleep that night, she knew that her life had changed forever. She was no longer just a girl from a small village. She was now the Dreamweaver, and her destiny was to help others find their way to the land of dreams. From that night on, Lily continued to weave dreams for those who sought them. Her dreams were simpler than the Dreamweaver's, but they were just as powerful. They were filled with hope and wonder, and they helped people connect with the magic of the world around them. And even though she was now the dream weaver, Lily never forgot the lessons she had learned along the way. She continued to find balance between her dreams and reality, and she lived a life that was both magical and fulfilling. Years passed, and Lily became known throughout the land as the Dream Weaver. Her magic had touched the lives of countless people, helping them find solace and wonder in the land of dreams. As time went on, Lily grew older and her powers began to wane. But she continued to weave dreams, knowing that the magic of the grove and the dream weaver's legacy depended on it. One night, as Lily approached the grove, she noticed a figure waiting for her. It was a young girl, not much older than Lily had been when she had first stumbled upon the dream weaver's grove. The girl approached Lily with a sense of wonder and awe. "Are you the dream weaver?" she asked. Lily smiled warmly. "I am," she replied. "What brings you here, my dear?" The girl's eyes shone with excitement. "I've heard stories about the dream weaver and the magic of this grove. I've come seeking a dream." Lily's heart swelled with pride. She knew that the dream weaver's legacy would live on, passed down from one generation to the next, and she knew that the magic of the grove would continue to thrive even long after she was gone. With a sense of purpose and joy, Lily raised her hands and began to weave a dream. It was a dream of adventure and wonder, filled with magical creatures and far-off lands. And as the girl drifted off to sleep, Lily knew that she had once again done her part in keeping the magic of the Dreamweaver's Grove alive. As the sun rose the next morning, Lily felt a sense of contentment wash over her. She knew that her time as the Dreamweaver was coming to an end, but she was grateful for the experiences and memories she had gained along the way. With a sense of peace in her heart, Lily walked out of the grove and into the world beyond. She knew that her life would never be the same, but she also knew that the magic of the Dreamweaver's Grove would live on, a beacon of hope and wonder for generations to come. Years turned into decades, and Lily lived a long and fulfilling life. She passed on her knowledge and wisdom to those who sought it, and she remained a guiding force for those who sought solace and wonder in the land of dream. As she neared the end of her life, Lily felt a sense of peace and contentment. She knew that her time as the Dreamweaver was coming to an end, but she also knew that her legacy would live on in the hearts and minds of those she had touched. And so, as Lily closed her eyes for the final time, she felt a sense of fulfillment and joy. She knew that her life had been full of magic and wonder, and that her journey as the Dreamweaver had been a true gift. As time passed, the grove became a place of pilgrimage for those seeking the magic of the Dreamweaver. And even though Lily was gone, her spirit remained a guiding force for those who sought solace and wonder in the land of dreams. And so, the Dreamweaver's Grove lived on, a testament to the power of magic and the enduring legacy of one girl's journey. And even now, as the sun sets and the moon rises high in the sky, the magic of the grove continues to thrive, a beacon of hope and wonder for all who seek it.